Whoa, oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh, oh. La, da, da, da. Making our Christmas memory.
Hi guys and girls, welcome back to my channel. I do hope you're doing well. I was thinking, what could we do for a little impromptu video, because I have seen these actually about at the moment and I'm like, you know what, they're giving me good ideas, but I'm thinking it's too late, Shannon, because you've already bought presents for everyone, you know? It's just a little bit too late for you to be looking for more presents, or even presents for yourself. You know, sometimes you see stuff and you're like, oh yeah, that'd be great for mum. Actually, it'd be great for me too. So I've done these, I believe, last year and the year before on the channel, and it's basically just like a huge gift guide for him and her. I know sometimes the videos people do are gifts for her and then gifts for him. This is just like a combined one, and I'm going to just try and reel off the top of my head bits and categories that I go to see for presents when in need. Doesn't just have to be for Christmas, could be for any other occasion. I do also have a glass of mulled wine here. Mulled wine is life right now. I'm actually drinking it by the carton. I've picked up a carton that's apparently 12 servings. It's 1.5 litre. I'm thinking, hold on a minute, that don't sound right to me. 1.5 litre, that means that an average glass is not even 150ml. Like 125. Yeah, that's not me. It's probably going to get me, I get 3 servings out of a bottle, so I'm hoping I get 6 servings out of a carton. But this is a Sainsbury's one. Oh, quite sweet, that one. I haven't added any orange or anything, because you know me, I like to put my orange in, get me 5 a day, and then suck all that goodness of the wine out of the orange. But yes, not going to ribbit rabbit. I'm going to sit here, sip me wine, and we'll get into, let's call it the ultimate Christmas gift guide for him and her, right? Before I kick off, my lovelies, this part of the video is very kindly in collaboration with Rose Forever New York. Now, if you've been with me a while, you will know we've collabed previously in the past. I had a gorgeous hat box of blue roses. Now, if you know me, blue roses are very sentimental because they are what we had at my nan's funeral. Blue was her favourite colour. We had the roses, and that collaboration, I want to say, was about 18 months ago, and the roses, they're at mum's currently, are still impeccable. So Rose Forever London, they launched in 2019. And basically they preserve roses to last at least a year. Now, as I say, my blue ones are coming up well over 1.5 years, and they are still immaculate. It gives you tips on how to clean them. Like mine sometimes get a little bit dusty, you know, when we have stuff out on our dressing table, they get a bit dusty and we need to give them a sweep. Literally a little brush and off they pop. And they got in contact and they said, would you like to kindly gift you something for a video and also relay over some savings for you guys. So they do have sales at the moment ongoing for Thanksgiving, Christmas. They had their Black Friday sales, and I will leave my link down below. What they do with the roses, guys, so as I say, they come in your packaging, and let me just unbox it because I went for a slightly different style this time. You have your care instructions and it tells you how to care for your preserved roses, but what they do is they harvest them in their prime and then they put them in a chamber where they dehydrate them, and some miraculous miracle, they last for more than a year. And as I say, with your care instructions, they say they can carry on for the first day of many years, and as I say, I'm testimony to mine. You don't water them. Literally, there's nothing you need to do with them. Maybe a little bit of dusting as you're going along, but ideally keep them away from the direct sunlight. So I've always had mine on my dressing table, if you remember correctly. They do many different styles. They have over 12 different shades of colours for the roses. You can get them in glass boxes, almost like glass jewellery boxes. You can get them in hat boxes, whether it be black velvet, baby pink velvet. You can get squares, hearts, literally any occasion. Imagine for Valentine's, like a big heart of red roses that you know are going to last at least a year. Honestly, guys, I am a fan indeed. If you remember, as I say, my last one I had, it was a tad smaller than this and it was blue roses. So this is the black velvet hat box, and as I say, you can just see how gorgeous this is. And as I say, they even do one that I had in my eye. It was a dome, and I'm thinking it might have been too tall for one of my wardrobes, but like, what a great centerpiece, or to put into your living room units. I feel like one of them will go downstairs and one will stay upstairs, so between this and the blue. But I decided on a different colour. You may, oh, I thought you might just see them there. They smell divine. And I thought, you know what? I've got the blue ones for Nana, and they're more like the autumn winter ones. How about a gorgeous set of yellow roses? Guys, the perfumery to them, they smell amazing. So this is 1, 2, 3, 16 roses. 16 roses in yellow in a black velvet hat box. Now, how I had them at home, I believe I had them standing on the hat box as such, or maybe a little bit forward, I can't remember. Or you could just have it so it's the plinth, or if you wanted to, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it in the walk-in wardrobe, you may be able to have them like on a slant on a bookshelf. Oh my god, it could go in my Beauty and the Beast section. Okay, I feel like I'm going to have to go a lot more colours, a lot more styles, and my home is literally going to be roses forever. Because you know me, I love my flowers. But unfortunately they do die, and you have to water them and you have to remember them. These, oh, my lovelies. Like, if you're looking for a lovely special gift from someone, like, I haven't seen this in the UK. Head over to the link that will be down in the descriptions box, and as I say, there's many different price points, styles, everything at all. But yes, thank you very, very much, Rose Forever New York, for kindly collaborating with me on this part of the video. And guys, as I say, everything will be down below. My room just smells of flowers now. So, what gifts do you normally get someone for Christmas? For me, I always think perfumes. Perfumes and aftershaves. Do you go for a favourite of theirs, like a top up for Christmas? Do you go for something they may have had their eye on and are a little bit dubious? Or I tell you what are really good options, my lovelies, the miniatures. So many more brands right now are bringing their perfumes and aftershaves out in the miniature sets first, which I think, number one, miniatures are adorable. When we go and do the perfume collection, you will see I am a sucker for the miniature perfumes. And also it's a way to try before you buy. You don't want to sometimes be spending the monies of the prices that perfumes and aftershaves can be, because you're talking 3 digits sometimes for 100ml perfume and aftershave nowadays. Whereas a little miniature set could maybe cost you, they vary between the realms of like £30 to £40, depending how many miniatures you get. They could be a very good alternative. And also, if you've got someone who kind of doesn't know what their scent is, what a great little selection. I was absolutely gutted that I couldn't pick up the Perfume Shop advent calendar this year. They done one release and that was it. And I'm like, excuse me. That was where I found my love for Carolina Herrera, the good girl. And Dan, he's actually loved quite a few of his. His Miyake, Toy Boy, Boss, he was loving in there. There was a Diesel one, I think. So stuff like that, for me, are great like little investments, because they're literally on the go. You can grab them in your bag, chuck them in the car. And also it gives you something new to smell like, doesn't it? Instead of having your same old ones. I mean, I don't have that problem, because when we do the perfume collection, you're actually probably going to shout through the screen and be like, what on earth? You guys have said to me for so long, Shan, can we have a perfume collection? Can we have a perfume collection? And I'm like, yeah, once we move and it's all in. Well, they're all in. Well, actually, no, 2 shelves are in. The rest of them are on the floor. I need to sort that out, because, yeah, there's a lot. And I know a lot of you say it's 3 to 5 years. I've had some of my perfumes in there. Fantasy, God, I've had that since I was in college. What, 10 years? And she still smells as good. So I understand when people say be careful with the years and everything like that, but literally, if it's starting to wear off, you just spritz a bit more. I am working my way through them. Everyone says to me, you don't need any perfumes. I'm like, I know. What does Dan buy me for my anniversary? My anniversary? Our anniversary. He got me a perfume, but it was one that he had his eye on, and it was actually Carolina Herrera Good Girl, but blush. He said he smelled all the colours of the shoes, and that was his favourite. So I'm like, if you like that, that is what I will wear for you. And vice versa with guys. The ones I would say maybe looking for next year, if you're looking for perfume and aftershave, keep an eye on the Black Friday deals. Not just your typical fragrance shop and perfume shop. You get a lot of good offers on Cult Beauty and Look Fantastic, and also Debenhams. I know Debenhams is more just online now, isn't it? You don't really have a shop of Debenhams, but they have really good offers on like cosmetics, perfume, aftershave, bath care, hair care, everything like that. They have really good offers over the Black Friday, and also Amazon. Have a little look to see what Amazon do. If you've got someone who, like me, maybe partakes in the festivities of whether it be eating or drinking, just plentiful, yes, that is me. I think little food hampers. So I always do one for Mama G and Dada. I can't find the hampers though this year. I don't know where they've gone, so I'm just going to have to wrap their bits and bobs. But I always go, sometimes I'll pick the bits and bobs up from the supermarket if there's something particular they want. But I like to go to garden centres, you know I do, or a food hall, like a farm shop, which we actually have one, the Suffolk Food Hall. We are quite a regular there now, let's just say. And I like to pick up little independent local businesses, their versions of stuff. So for Mum, it's her lemon curd, it's her chutneys, it's her like relish and pickles. Ugh. Whereas Dad, he likes his mustards and the garlics and like the marinade sauces and a little bit of chili sauce. So I like to, if I'm out and about, pick little bits up here and there. And then they have like a little food box. I used to do it before where it was like cheese, crackers, the whole shebang. But they didn't always like it. And with cheese and that, you have your dates. With the chutneys, because they're nice little pots, you can literally open and demolish one in one sitting. I mean, they wouldn't really last long in this house with me and Dad. And then like this year, they've got like some little sweet bits and bobs in there. So yeah, I definitely feel if you have someone who is food and drink, with drink wise, what would I say? If they love Baileys, litre of Baileys, £10 in the supermarkets right now. Probably my highlight of Christmas, to be perfectly honest, my lovelies. If they like a particular spirit, or they like something and it's just for special occasions, maybe pick them something up like that. I know, so say for example, if someone likes brandy, you get like, is it Cavossier? Whiskies. I mean, we've got whiskies coming out of every orifice right now in this house and cupboard, because Dan is a whiskey lover and he's now into whiskey collecting. I might even look in the new year, we'll do like a little sit down talk, because I believe whiskey investing is quite a big thing at the moment. I don't really know jack about it, to be perfectly honest. He just tells me what he's doing and I'm like, oh okay, you do you, that's your thing. But we've got bottles coming, we've got casks that have been bought, and yeah, it's just investments. And I say it's probably like, probably nearly coming up a year that he's been looking into and doing the investments. But whiskey apparently is where the money is going to be in the years to come. They always say whiskey and properties apparently are your best investments, and I'm like, what about rum? I'll buy rum casks and I'll buy limited rum bottles. I don't know if it has the same values as a whiskey. So yeah, if anyone actually collects whiskey or has casks or anything of that and can give any tips or tricks, please leave them down below and I shall forward them over to Dan, because apparently the game of whiskey investing takes years and years and years to master. But that does mean there may be some trips next year, because you go and see the barrels. And from my recollection, we have them in Scotland and Ireland. I've always wanted to go to Ireland. Scotland is like our second home now. So, yeah, that could be something. If you was to buy someone a whiskey cask for Christmas, I mean, my goodness, they're lucky, because from what I've seen, they're not cheap. But I suppose an investment for me, I couldn't let something sit there for like 18, 21 years. But it grows. When I told Dada that Dan was like looking into the investing in whiskey, he was like, good lad, that's where the money is. And I'm like, well, I'm glad that someone knows something about it, because I haven't got a Scooby clue. Can I invest in rum, please, and gin? But I don't think it's the same. It's all like the different elements, I think, of whiskey and how long it takes and maturation. We've done a few distillery tours. I can't lie, guys, when it comes to taking a sip of it, it sends shivers to my core. Send me to a mulled wine farm. I'd be very, very happy. But also on the topic, if you've got someone who likes food and drink, Virgin Experience Days. Now, Virgin Experience Days isn't just for food and drink, it's for everything. And I will rave and rave and rave about those blooming little red envelopes until I don't do this channel anymore. And even then, I will rave in public. Virgin Experience Days, for me, we've tried Red Letter. Someone has recommended Buy a Gift. But the Red Letter one, there was clauses and it wasn't so straightforward. Whereas Virgin Experience, you know what you get, you book it. If you don't like it, you can exchange it, so it's not a waste. You can extend them for 30 days free and up to 12 months at an extra cost. And I absolutely blooming love a Virgin Experience Days. This is not sponsored. If it was, I would be loving my life right now. If there is anyone from a Virgin Experience Days team watching this, please look at all my memory days, because they are 99% a Virgin Experience Day. Now, again, Black Friday, the sales they have are ridiculous. So if you can, sign up and then you get notified when the sales are coming in. But just have a little general look. I will leave the link down below for their main website, because you can filter via the category, you can filter for who it's for, the price, the location. There's so many ways to narrow down. And I can't lie, it's getting to the point now where I look at them and I think, have I done that one? I can't remember, have I done that? Did me and Mum do that? Mum, we've already done that. But then you have your ones that are your repeat go-tos, aka Marco Pierre White. You will always know that there is something for Mum for Marco Pierre White. However, I have said to her this year, there is no Marco Pierre White, because we actually have one that we've got to use up, I think it's until June. So no Marco Pierre at the moment. So she was very sad, but she's got a nice few red envelopes. And as I say, that is my main present for people, envelopes. I'm like, there you go, have fun. Because I feel like as I'm getting older and as I've been moving and putting stuff away, I realise I don't have space for a lot of stuff. Which you may think, are you taking the mick? But it's true, my lovelies, I can't lie. So what I much rather, and as I say, we've been doing it for I'm going to say a good 3-4 years, is these Virgin Experience Days. Because number one, it's not two. It's a day out, so it's something to look forward to. Don't get me wrong, if it's something with an experience and there's a gift shop there, you know I'm buying the gift shop. But it's just nice to go out and spend time and do something, and all you might have to incur as costs is your travel. Like, the day itself is paid for. And as I say, me and Mum, we've done various ones on there. We've done meals out, we've done exhibitions, we've done afternoon teas. Mum also loves an enamo. We have an enamo that runs out, I want to say February, so we've got that to book in. But there's so much. Dan got the drifting courses, so there's like car experiences there. You can book spa days, you can book shopping trips, like personal assistants. Honestly, the possibilities are endless. You can even do like the climbing over the O2. I think you can do skydiving, you can do abseiling. Like, there's such a variety, and it covers the whole of the UK, England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales. It covers everything. The one that I would love to do is the Game of Thrones tour, but I believe that's in Belfast. Correct me if I'm wrong. If anyone's done it, let me know. Is it worth the trip over there? Because yeah, that is definitely something I would love to do. And then also you can get tickets for festivals and exhibitions on there. So I believe there's one called the Foodie Festival. You can sometimes get tickets on there. Ideal Christmas Home Show, they normally do little tickets on there for. Is it beer and cider? The Drinking Festival. There's a lot on there. Madame Tussauds and Sea Life, everything like that. Like your normal attractions, you can get on there. And then you can get some really quirky ones as well, which I love a quirky one. So yes, for me, it's like Virgin Experience. That's where I go. For any occasion, I look for red letters, because I'm like, it's just nice to have something to open and to know you've got a day with someone. And yeah, it's an experience, guys. It is an experience. And then if you've got someone who likes tech, so me, I love a bit of tech. I do love my tech. Have a little mooch around, see what people have, what they're like, dropping in the hints if they need anything. I tell you a good place for tech that you can get at much reasonable price, and in terms of tech, I mean potentially on this now, like tripods, filming equipment, camera equipment, stuff like that. TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop. I have got my last few tripods from there, my selfie lights and everything like that. Amazon, great for ring lights and tripods as well. With cameras itself, obviously you can go to the manufacturer, whether it be Canon, Sony, Fujifilm, whoever you would use, or obviously Curry's. I do feel next year I want to invest in a new camera. My EOS M100 has served me, what's it, almost 4.5, 5 years? 4 or 5 years I've been doing this? 5 years next year, I think. 5 years next March, if I remember correctly. We'll have a look because we'll have our big welcome. No, not welcome. Happy birthday to us. But it's going to be happy half a decade if it's 5 years. Wow. So I feel this camera may need a little upgrade. She still looks fine. I mean, looking at her now. But there's just some things I look and I think, she could be a bit sharper there. She could, well, sharpness, actually, I could probably sort it out. Because do you remember when Dan flicked around with it and I was like, oh, this is really clear, but I couldn't actually record over 10 minutes. So I don't know if that could be an option. The camera that I would love is one with a demuffler on. I believe it's the Sony ZVR 100, ZVR 1000. It has the little demuffler, it has the little tripod. But I am a creature of habit. I haven't had many cameras in my life growing up because I literally used my cameras until they break on me. I had stick mainly with Canon. I feel like I've had a couple of Sonys. Back in the day when they was just the camera and then the little lens come out and back. That was like the ones I used to do for like school parties. And then I went up to one where it had the lens that come out properly, didn't flip the screen. I had my underwater camera. And then I've got this one. And I can't believe it's been almost 5 years that I've had her. And I've not dropped her. I've not done anything. She is still immaculate. The only thing I did do was break the lens. This is a replacement lens. But I do feel I want to invest in a new one. Whether it be just for vlogging. You guys let me know. What do you think of the quality of this? You might say this is fine for just sit down videos. But maybe on your vlogging one. Obviously the one with the demuffler. It takes the wind out. Let me know. But yeah, TikTok Shop is great for a little bit of tech. And another thing, obviously, chocolates, sweets, little bits and bobs. But one area that I think gets really forgotten about, you might call me old-fashioned, I love a DVD and a book. Books for me at Christmas, actually just books in general to me for any occasion, whether I get them or anyone gets them for me, I love a good book. I love my books, and also, as I say, DVDs, like a box set. I'm absolutely gutted as I've been getting older because Mum used to get me the Family Guy series every year. And when we go through all the DVDs and bring them over and everything, I want to see where I got up to. And I want to buy the rest. And you're probably sitting there thinking, why on earth do you want to buy them? Just find it on Netflix or online. But it's not the same as putting a DVD in sometimes. To just chill and have that film. And I love a box set. I really, really do. We was talking about the TV downstairs the other day and I was like, I actually don't know if that's got a DVD player in it. If not, I'm going to have to bring my DVD player from home because there will be some times when you want to watch a film or a series and it's not on Netflix, Disney, Hayu, Paramount, anything like that. And you are going to need the old-fashioned DVD player. But yeah, and then probably the most simplest one would be clothes. Clothes and footwear. However, with that, I would probably say if they are fussy, opt for a gift card. Can't go wrong with a gift card. You get gift cards for everything and anything. If you want to get a gift card for like Nando's, if you want to get a gift card for cinema, if you want to get it for shopping, there's plenty out there. And I think there's one, Love to Shop, you get in Tesco's and it's got like 100 or so different shops because, yeah, you never know. Sometimes it just gets to that point where you're like, I actually don't know what to get someone. But I'd rather get them a little something than nothing, or a little something to open with a gift card. I wouldn't just like to give someone a gift card or money, because I think I want to give you something to open. It's not just like, oh, I'm going to do what I want. Something like, oh, Shan got me that. But yeah, like, oh, look, Shan got herself a crate of mulled wine. So, my lovelies, that's all I can actually think of for categories. We've got books, DVD, tech, gift cards, clothing, footwear, food and drinks, road trips, and your Virgin Experience days. I feel like that covers everything. Everything and anything. And if you've got any categories that you think of, or is there a website you go to, or something that whenever you need to get a gift, you're like, that's my go-to, let me know down below, because as I say, I like these to be a little helping video for everyone to be like, I do this, I do that, because we all take tips and tricks from each other, don't we? But I'm not going to ribbit rabbit, because again, we're still on track for them daily uploads, guys. Can't lie, starting to feel it now. Normally I'm all right, but this has been going since November. But if you do enjoy the video, guys, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe down below, and leave me a comment. As I say, where is your go-to for Christmas gifts? What do you do for Christmas gifts, or just gifts in general? Is there something you're like, I'll always get someone that, I'll always do that for someone? Let me know down below. But yes, take care, stay safe as always, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.